Yo, what's going on? How's everyone doing today? Anthony's Gaming Shell. Hope you guys are excited for 16 reasons why y'all should buy Final Fantasy 16 this coming up. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, I hope y'all are excited as I am. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be coming out really soon, and I just wanted to give y'all 16 reasons why we should be buying the game. Reason number one, you guys, is going to be the storyline. Of course, you know Final Fantasy games are mainly for their story. I think that is like the core aspect of what makes a Final Fantasy game, and this time they said they're going to take a lot of work and effort to make sure that the storyline is going to be everything that we needed it to be. Reason number two, of course, is going to be the icons, you guys. Oh my god, summonings are always inside every single Final Fantasy game, and this time they're taking the spotlight in a whole different direction. As a dominant, you have the ability to use the power of the Pacific icon and be able to bring that out and use their different magical powers, and it seems like Clive is going to be able to get all the different abilities and use them in different ways, so I'm excited to see how that works. But not only can you use their abilities, that leads us to reason number three, is that there's going to be giant kaiju fights this time, you guys. We've already seen one in the demo, like the Phoenix fighting Ifrit, but there's all kinds of different ones. I'm really excited to see all the different type of fights that we can do. We've seen some in the trailers and all the different summonings like Titan, Garuda, Ifrit, all those things, Muramu, they're all going to be here, so I'm really excited for that, y'all. Reason number four is going to be we have an entirely new cast of characters that we are going to be introduced to. Different party members are going to be coming and going, and we're going to meet all the different dominants that have the different icon powers and see all the different kingdoms and how each kingdom has their own different types of cultures and background too, so I'm really excited for that. Reason number five to me is going to be our main character, Clive himself. I'm really excited, you guys, to see how they're going to change it. Normally we have a whole group of characters who walk together the whole time in a party aesthetic, but this time we're controlling only one main character, Clive, but we're going to see him from his young years and his early teenage years to his 20s to his adult 30s and see how his life progresses throughout the story. Reason number six is going to be the actual design of the entire world and the map itself. I know lately everyone has been playing like open world games, but I don't know about y'all, but honestly, like I've been loving Tears of the Kingdom, but because there's so much to do and so much open space, sometimes it gives me a little bit of anxiety not knowing exactly what to do. Now, I like how Final Fantasy 16 is going to be a world map aesthetic where you will click in different locations and it will load you to that specific zone. They said the load screen is going to be timeless, which from the demo it was pretty seamless when you click from one place to the other, and the transitions from cutscenes to combat is also seamless. So the power of the PlayStation 5 is really relevant here, you guys, culture, and I'm just really excited for that. Reason number seven is going to be the combat. Final Fantasy 16 is taking the action into a new direction with action RPG, kind of closer towards Kingdom Hearts style, where you run around as one person and pushing different buttons to do your attacks or spells. There's going to be different types where you can do cutscene battles where you push a certain button to do a certain attack, which is cinematic, which I think is super cool. Instead of us doing the simple turn-based, you know, that where Final Fantasy is known for, y'all, I think the evolution of the combat from Final Fantasy Remake to Final Fantasy 16 is going to be a great step in the future direction for the Final Fantasy series. Which leads us to number eight, the customization for the battles, y'all, is crazy in my opinion. Like you can pick which different icon battle you saw at the end of the trailer and the end of the demo, as well as different trailers, but you can have Titan's abilities, Garuda's, Ifrit's, all attached, doing different combos, and not only that, but you have different abilities and you can check on the pause menu and unlock which ones you want to get you the new abilities. So I think that is super cool, gives you different ways to play the game, and that gives us to reason number nine, which is the difficulty mode. With all the different customizations that they have for y'all, this game is going to be customized in the difficulty that you want it to. At the very beginning of the game, you can choose whether you want it to be story-based or action-based. If you go with the story-based, of course, the combat and gameplay is going to be a lot easier, but even if you go in the action route, if you still are having a little bit of trouble, just check the different accessories. During the demo, you saw how you could get an accessory for auto healing, auto dodge, so it's kind of like Nier Automata, I feel like, where you could put the different chips in 2B's head to make it a little bit easier of a game for you to play. So I think that be able to cater to each different player is going to be a lot easier this time, and then they're going to have the difficulty, which is number 10, the DualSense controller. You guys, as we saw from the last, they're making this as most interactive and like as you can be in the action as possible. The controller is going to have haptic feedback, there's going to be epic triggers, and you're going to be able to feel the weight of each strike and the magic pulsating in your hands, making it even more realistic, and the sounds that come from the controller are just amazing and on point, y'all. Another cool thing, y'all, is reason number 11, that they have new game built directly into the game. Like I was talking about earlier, that they don't really see that DLC is going to be needed. They wanted to make sure that that this was just one packaged game that you buy and it has everything you need. So as soon as you beat the first game, if you want to play it again with a higher difficulty and stronger monsters, you definitely can. Is reason 12 is that being on the PlayStation 5 is the graphics are going to be amazing, you guys. Having the full power of this console, you know, you even can pick if you want to be doing a performance playthrough or a graphical playthrough, and I think that's super cool. I think that so far the graphics were great. During the demo, there were a few times that the camera kind of stuttered when we did the Ifrit giant battle, but because there's so much going on, I feel like that might be the reason. Like I said, it was the demo, so hopefully in the full game we can go ahead and do that, but if not, then we can just play in performance mode and get all the best frame rate. Not only do you want everything to look good, but you want it to sound good, and that's why reason 13, y'all. The music is amazing. The composers for Final Fantasy always does great work, but with creative development behind it, y'all, and like I love Final Fantasy 14 music. It just makes the music and the gameplay just wow. And that leads us to reason number 14 is the development team, y'all. Yoshi P is the one at the lead, and him with his creative development, I think it's creative direct. Final Fantasy 14 people are here helping make this game, and it's just having all of that power combined to help create a new Final Fantasy 16. I think this is going to go really well. So they've had people like the Kingdom Hearts development team helping them, as you can see, like I said earlier, with the action combat, as well as like the triggers kind of remind me of Kingdom Hearts 2 when you go through the cutscenes and push a button, the game. And that's going to be number 15, y'all. Like I was saying earlier, is that this just, you'll be able to do the performance, doing which way you want, having which way you can have the graphical, and I just think that's amazing to have all these different things. And that's what number 16 is, that this game is specifically for PlayStation 5, y'all. And while that may hinder some people from playing it, because I know not everyone has a PlayStation 5, I barely got one a couple months ago, but it's just having the power behind this is going to be really different. I'm thinking my PlayStation 5 is way stronger than the PC laptop that I stream off of from my Razer laptop. So I'm really excited just to see the full immersion and the power that this has. And if you guys don't have a PlayStation 5, you know, that's okay. I completely understand, but I will be live streaming the entire game here on YouTube, y'all. I'm trying to stream more on YouTube, so I'll be making content, shorts coming out. I'll be having some hopeful but we'll be live streaming the entire game, and then it'll be a VOD and a playlist if y'all want to watch it later on your free time. So thank you so much, you guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm super excited for Final Fantasy 16, and I appreciate everyone who's watched it to the end of the video. Please do comment below what you're most excited for, and if you've reached the end, I want to say thank you so much, you guys. We're working real hard to grow and do a lot better here, so please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. For y'all who've done, this has been Anthony's Gaming Shell. Until the next time, goodbye.